Al Jazeera Podcasts.
I'm Marthe and this is The Take. As Israel's war on Gaza and Lebanon continues, we're coming to you on Sundays with a weekly roundup. This week, 32 days into a ceasefire, Israel has killed at least 240 Palestinians in Gaza. Israel continues strikes on Southern Lebanon. Israel's former military prosecutor under house arrest. Today's Sunday, November 9. Israel has killed more than 68,875 Palestinians in Gaza since October 7, 2023. Israeli settlers injured Palestinian farmers and assaulted journalists in the occupied West Bank on Saturday. Israeli forces also carried out new raids in multiple areas of the West Bank and shot dead a Palestinian man. Callahan has more.
Masked Israeli settlers armed with large sticks and rocks violently beat Palestinians. The large group targets those taking part in an olive harvest near Nablus in the occupied West Bank. Nobody is safe from this brutality. Journalists were wounded, along with international volunteers and activists too. This unprovoked attack caused Palestinians to flee, bloodied and bruised, in a desperate scramble down the hillside. Those with more serious injuries were taken to hospital. Settlers carry out violent attacks on Palestinians without any punishment, and often they're protected by Israel's military.
On Thursday, Israeli airstrikes hit several towns across southern Lebanon, killing one person and injuring at least 9. The bombardments continued into Saturday when 3 more people were killed. Zeina reports from Beirut on the escalation between Israel and Hezbollah.
The Israeli military has been carrying out near daily attacks against Hezbollah targets since and despite a ceasefire that came into force last year, in November last year. Tensions really have been building up, especially from in Israeli statements in recent weeks. Almost daily we've been hearing from Israeli officials threatening and warning that they are going to intensify attacks against Hezbollah. These strikes, led to chaos. Many people in southern Lebanon left the area, and there's really fear that we are going to see this escalation gradually build up in the days and the weeks to come, as both sides negotiate under fire.
Israel returned the bodies of 15 Palestinians on Wednesday. All 15 Palestinians were killed by Israel. The remains of a U.S.-Israeli captive was exchanged in return. Here's Hani Mahmoud from Gaza City.
The emotions are very high still here. There's emotional weight as many of the families who gather at Nasser Medical Complex in an attempt to identify the bodies of their relatives, their children, their loved ones who have gone missing over the past 2 years as a result of the relentless bombardment. The Israeli military held these bodies for so long to the point they are largely decomposed as they return here. Again, with the absence of a proper testing, DNA testing or lab testing across the Gaza Strip, the reliance right now is on physical features and fragments of a clothing, and that pushed many of the families here to confront the reality that their loved ones and relatives are denied dignity, denied proper mourning.
Israel's former military prosecutor was placed under house arrest on Monday after admitting to leaking a video showing Israeli soldiers raping a Palestinian detainee from Gaza. Nour Odeh reports from Ramallah.
The Israeli Prime Minister and his coalition partners responded with fury, stripping Yerushalmi of her military ranks and accusing her of spreading blood libel against the Israeli army. The UN's Independent Commission of Inquiry says Israel's gender-based and sexual violence against Palestinian detainees is widespread and systematic. This will have implications on the ongoing war crimes investigation conducted by the ICC and the genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice. Yerushalmi was already criticized for shying away from from opening investigations into other serious incidents for fear of facing the wrath of Israel's right wing.
And that's the take for Sunday, November 9. Please join us again tomorrow. This episode was produced by me, Marthe van der Wolf. Alexandra Locke is the Take's executive producer. And Ney Alvarez is Al Jazeera's head of audio.